this is Pam Hoffman, Everyday Spacer. I'm here at the office of the Simi Computer and IT Solutions. I'm broadcasting live from Simi Valley, California. Thank you so much for being here. And thanks to Simi Computer and IT Solutions for accepting delivery on the telescope, boxes, and allowing me to do the build here. Sorry, I didn't make a fuss beforehand about going live. I wasn't sure when I could get here, and I don't know how long this will take. I'm starting from boxes and finishing the build, hopefully in one session. I have no idea if I will need any tools, so I could be wandering around the shop at times. I've set up what I can in view of the camera. I got a couple boxes, and I do have another camera on a tripod set up over here, so we'll see what happens. If I was doing this during like business hours, I'd be right in the way of everyone's path. So for an activity like this, you want to do a couple of things first. For each box, there were 2 for this particular project. Check for a list of things which are supposed to be in the box, then verify that every item actually arrived. Because a telescope was shipped, you want to verify that the glass arrived intact as well. In this case, it's a mirror in a cell in this box right here. It's at the bottom of the tube. They call it a cell where the mirror lives. So I'm broadcasting live here, and I set up my cell phone. Oh, that seems to repeat. Sorry about that. I've never done anything like this before, so let's see how it goes. I will try to describe what I'm doing as I go. I'm going to open the box first. I did open the other one before, but this one came a couple weeks ago, and I haven't opened that one actually yet. It looks like I have to lay down the box. So I may have to move the mirror too, because I checked the camera before and it looked like it had more of the room. So let me actually start there. Sorry, that's wiggly. I'm very sorry. All right, so that's kind of on the floor now. I'll do my best to stay within camera field, but I don't know what's going to happen. So thank you. All right. So yeah, we've got the open part here. I'm going to go ahead and lay it down. And open this box. That's not great. I didn't see this before. I'm hoping that tools came with, because I don't know where my case of tools is. They are more specifically for electronics, but I've got a couple things in there that might be helpful. All right. And inside the box is another box. Exciting, I know. This is the time for a drum roll, maybe, right? Because anticipation. All right. Okay, and this is a white tube for this telescope. Let's put this here. One thing about making stuff like this, you tend to put tools wherever, and if you're not like real careful about putting them specific places, you might wander around wondering where the hell they went later. All right, we got lots of good packaging here. Oh, I did not think this would have a strap like this, because it's a Dobsonian, and this is the bottom. All right, so let's pick up the top. The cap already fell off. Here's where the eyepiece is, and the light comes in here. And you can see the spider right here. And that happens, the light comes in, hits the spider, well, hits the mirror, the secondary on the spider, and then shoots down. They have a whole beautiful mirror in that cell. Well, this is nice. It's got sort of some trim around the edge. This will be where the finder goes. Like I said, I do not expect to see these rings on here. Let's get rid of the box. Get that out of the way. Because I do have another box to open. Oh, that's a beautiful mirror. A lot of times when you have a mirror for a while, they get a little dusty. Oh, some screws fell off the bottom. Probably extras for the finder. Nice lid. And it's got a symbol on it with the "don't look at the sun with your eyes," I guess. All right, we'll put this over here by the other tool, and those can sit in. All right, I'm gonna put this to the side for the minute because we have this other box to work on. It's a little heavy. Like I said, I'm gonna check the packing list in this one. I did not see any list in this other box with the tube. And honestly, it's just a tube. So I'm guessing that's really all that we expected to see there. So this box has a lot more things in it. So let's find that list first. They did get some nice stuff in here. New moon map, yay. It is not red letters because if you use a red flashlight with the red letters, they disappear. So that's cool. Oh, that's new and extra. They've got the Apollo landing sites, the Chinese, and the Lunas. I think Russian, right? Okay, so interesting, but not pertinent to what we're doing. Some warranty stuff, I think. Yep. And user guide kind of thing. Planisphere. That's cool. It's got a hook. Now, Planisphere is the tool that you use to look for things in the sky all year long. This one's kind of sealed up. It's got a front and a back, so you're not doing them like this. You're doing them like this on the edge. It's got date and time, so you can find stuff. All right, I don't see another list yet, but I got a couple of things that are sort of arc-shaped. I take it, oh, maybe that's what the bands are for. This will probably go on the sides, and then the tube sits in them and rocks back and forth in the base. So the base is going to be in here too. So those are the, I would call them the bearings. And we got a box here with, I don't know what, reflex sight. Oh, this is the finder. Oh, it looks a lot like a tow rad. Reflex sight. There it is. But I've never seen one quite like that. Dang, comes with batteries and everything. All right, not quite ready for that yet in the build, because that's going to be like when we go out and look. You know, as soon as I decided, Cliff, you're going to love this. As soon as I decided I wanted to finally build my telescope, what happened? It's raining for days. I mean, like almost a week here. And in Southern California, we don't get that much rain. So, of course, all right, lots of packing stuff, yay. Keep that protected. These are a wood, and it looks like, because I can see through the drill holes, particle board, a kind of a wood compressed with glue thing. All right, I don't know where I'm gonna put these. All right, let's see. Over here. Yeah, I've tried to do this like during office hours. Impossible. There are just too many. Oh my God, comments already. And I will do my best to look at them. But hey, Scott's here. How'd you find out about this, Scott? That's interesting. Cliff, I'm watching you. I'm watching you too. 8-inch Dobsonian, yes. What brand? Oh, let's see. What brand is it? Oh, it says Explore First Light on the side. And we went into the Woodland Hill store. Cliff's been there. We asked about, I was actually looking for a used scope. I wasn't even going to buy that day. And then Farah, she's the owner, she said, oh, there's this really great deal on this one. And it was a really great deal. In fact, what I wanted to, oh, hey, Jeff. What I wanted to do, what I wanted to spend, actually, for the scope, I got the scope, a box full of lenses, and what's the other thing, Jeff? What's the other thing I got? I don't remember. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, Jeff recognized, or Cliff recognized Jeff here. Cool. So it was the, it's an adapter, so I can put the phone up to the eyepiece of the telescope and take pictures, which I'm really great at. Not at all, not even close. All right, I think I got to all of the comments. Thank you so much. I had no idea I was going to get comments. Unboxing continues. Another side piece, and I think those bearings, yep, looks like this is kind of a Teflon thing right here, I suppose. Yeah, it kind of feels like Teflon, and that's because they'll glide. They'll glide. So the other piece here will probably sit in like this. Just a guess. And go like that. Now the piece here, oh, it does have something. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's the regular wood though. It's got some, yeah, no, I need that later. Oh, wait, don't go. Hold on. Don't go too far. This is very impromptu. Usually our shows are much more well figured out. Oh, that's wild. It's bumpy. It's like really strangely and kind of scaly. That's not what I expected at all. Okay, well, we're going to have to see how. So I don't have like a bill of lading that tells me what's in here that I've seen yet. I hope there's instructions, or I'm going to have to figure this out on my own. Yay. All right. So that's piece number 2, and they're going to go on the sides. They'll go on the sides. And these will be on the sides of the tube, and they'll run around like this. Probably kind of like that. Man, that feels like it's going to tear up that Teflon. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. All right. What else is in the box? Bar. Not for alcohol, but I have no idea. We'll find out. What else is in the box? Oh, so one of these is going to go on the back. So it's going to kind of form a 3-sided box for the telescope to swing in. Okay. I'm going to have the basics. I just don't know how this one's going to get built. Another little box, Astro R Light. What's in there? Open it. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's holding in the wrong place, isn't it? Let's bring it over here. Of course, as soon as I do that, I'm working over there. Isn't that how it works with tools, Cliff? Yes. Yes, I know where you are. Yeah. All right. I don't think you saw The Office, though. So this is, oh, a red flashlight. How nice. Fancy. It's got a strap and a box. Wow. I just get mine from Amazon 6 at a go or something. 3, 6, whatever they're selling them in. Not too expensive either. Let me tell you. Hey, hardware. He loves hardware. Whole bag of it. Oh, this is heavy. Bet you there's something in here. Let's see what. Yeah, you know, Jeff, I'd never be able to do this during office hours, would I? Okay. Oh, eyepiece. Okay. We have one eyepiece that came with. I did get a whole box of eyepieces as well, like I said. And this is a finder, a type of finder. And this one has probably a target in the middle, and you line up your object, what you're going for, in the middle of the target. And it's like reflective glass kind of thing. I'm not sure what that's. It's sort of a ring. Probably goes something around. Well, almost looks the end like the end of a camera thing, but I don't know. All right, so what else is in here? One more piece is. I have no clue. Nope, I was wrong. I got another piece here, something metal. This is wild. Usually, I've had telescopes that were actually built. Oh, that's going to hold the eyepieces in the back of the Dobsonian once it is up and running. Okay, put these over there. Oh, more comments. Hard drive bits are giveaway. Okay. Hey, Jeff, like Quagmire. It's Scott. It's Scott. Server error? What? Talk amongst yourselves. I have more things to unbox. Okay. So, fancy packaging. I'll clean up, Jeff, I promise. So. And this is it's kind of like a Lazy Susan. if you know that kind of thing. Oh, and there's something inside these little edge corner bits. They're little, I don't know if it's part of this or not. They're little metal discs, it appears. I will check though. If I need them, I will keep them. All right. So this is the base. So there's the feet. And I bet Cliff is very familiar with this because how many telescopes do you have, Cliff? And the top part swirls around. See, top and bottom stay different. I'll put my fingers here so you can see, right? So I've seen many of these. It's kind of heavy. I thought this was going to be lighter because I borrowed a 10-inch f4.7 from the club, from the VCAS club. And it was a bit heavy. And I thought, oh, an 8-inch, it will be a little bit less heavy. But this is kind of heavy, which is good, because it's a solid foundation upon which to run your telescope. And that's useful. All right, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do here, but to build some, all the pieces are out. I still don't see instructions. I'm going to grab these because they do have these. I don't know what this is. It's like, Cliff, any ideas? It's sort of a, in the circle there, it's sort of a metal disc. I may have to cut them out. Oh, knobs. It's knobs. Ooh, fancy. There's 4 of them. I think it's for like extras. I think there's extras in this, which is good. Because I know when I've had people play with the scope, you know, I tell people, I let them drive. I say, do you want to drive? Which is great. Because they're like, I don't want to touch it. But they can. It's not that hard. And then they get a chance to get a feel for the telescope. But little pieces do get lost when the general public doesn't really understand. And that's, I accept it. It's fine. Because it's true. They don't know. You know, you go do something you've never done before. How are you going to know? You don't know what you don't know. Oh, a refresh fixed it? Oh, good. Oh, I see. We have problems, so. Well, I did the hard part, Cliff. I got the damn boxes from there, the other room-ish kind of reception area, over to here. That was the hard part. You notice how I had to put one of the boxes on the chair? All right. So I've got 4 knobs. Do I need 4 knobs? I probably need a couple. And I still don't see instructions for the build. All right. Well, fortunately, I have a knack for building things. It's a mechanical thing. So hopefully I will know, because they say RTFM, but you got to have the FM, right? Are you with me? All right, maybe I'm going to look in this and see if, in fact, that's where the instructions are. Well, I'm at the bottom of the box. Oops, wait, it didn't show. I'm at the bottom of the box, both boxes, and I just see this and the like warranty paper. So I don't know. Jeff says that's kind of technical. Oh, fortunately, I have a degree. I have a degree in electronics. I was trained to design computers. So here's the picture of it, which will help us very much because we can clearly see different things. It's interesting how the box, okay, so there's all 3 pieces of the box have an arc, which I guess was a little confusing for me because I was thinking bearings, and then the front would be straight, but nope. But that makes sense because then the tube can lower even farther with a curve instead of straight. Oh, hey, look, package content. All right, figure 1. And they don't really say what they are here, but I do see pictures finally. I guess this is for anybody. Okay, and then they're labeled. Here's they're labeled. Here they're just pictures of each. Then they're labeled. They have names. That's good. All right. I think I can figure this out though. Yeah, because they're going to be different. The ones with the Teflon will clearly be the size. Oh, and that tab goes on the inside, with the rockers. I guess I'll call them rockers, bearings, about the same thing. Oh, what are we? Okay. Good. We can laugh at ourselves. I love it. All right. I think I can manage this. Oh, and it actually does come with assemble the base. But the base came assembled, so that's nice. And then, okay, here's the assemble the box. More comments? That will be it. No, I don't think this takes a technical degree, but if you're a good carpenter, that might be more helpful, actually. All right, attach that. And it kind of, oh, interesting. Huh. Some of this I might look at offline, but I'm going to do the basic build. And that's really great because this is actually already in place. They say to build the base, but it is built. Which is kind of too bad because I think there's a layer on between them of something akin to the Teflon, which makes it slide, which makes them slide against each other. So let's see if they actually say what it is, because forward, place the rubber feet. Yeah, I mean, they even have put the rubber feet on. Screw each foot down. Insert a plastic sleeve into the drill hole in the middle of both bottom plates. Screw 4 threaded bolts. Yeah, but that part's done. This whole base is complete. Into the outer drill holes of bottom plate on top. Put both bottom plates on top of each other. Bolt the bottom plates together with fine thread screw, figure 1. And the safety nut, figure 1, 0. Place the ring washer. Yeah, that's done. So I don't know what it is exactly. They do have it as a gray, it's around the edge. It's just this gray circle around the edge. It doesn't completely cover the whole entire base. It's just like about an inch, or an inch across between. So most of the very inside of that is open space. All right, okay, I see where this piece goes. So this piece is the 4th side of the box, but it doesn't have any real height. I want to be careful though, because the screws and stuff have to go in the right direction. You know, the boards have to go in the right direction because they have divots, or they're probably going to be inset. And I may not know all the right words, but see how this side is different than this side? This is plain. This side's plain. You don't have any of those different. We've got 2 here and 2 here. Oops, there's 1 there. And there's a couple things on the bottom. But this will be the outside. So this is going to be the side on the outside. I'll put the rocker back there. And this, I think, is the other side. So they're going to face each other. The parts that have the holes drilled into them, already they'll face each other. And this part will be in the front. And this other part will be in the back. Oh, and this has little screw holes, you can't see them, for that the tray to hold the eyepieces. Now, you have to figure out where to line them up on the base. So, let's see. You can just see it, but I may have to look too. I may have to, yeah, I'm going to have to, oh, are these different sizes? Maybe that'll help. Yes, this one's narrower than these two. So, see that? So that's going to go on the narrow side, which I can actually see on the base. I can tell which side is narrower, and I can tell the outside, and I can tell the inside. So now I know where they go. Now, it looks like I'm going to have a special kind of a screw, because there's a part that goes into the base, and there's a part that goes into the side of the box as well. All right, so let me do some reading. I'm very sorry if it's going to seem boring, but if I screw this up, it might be hard to fix. So I want to get it right. Oh, do we have more? A goes with B. Thank you, Cliff. Appreciate that. But which one is which? All right. Put all the side parts on the floor, screw in the threaded bolts. Ah, okay, so they call them threaded bolts. Let's see, a bolt I think of it as something you can get to the other side and put on, but I can't do that with either of these pieces because the side, see the part is here, part's here. You don't have a place up here to put a nut. That's what the word is. There's nowhere to put a nut on. Okay. Any comments on that? The plain side is outside. I think you're right. That is what I grok from this and the pictures. Okay. So I gotta find the threaded bolts. Okay, they talk about doing the side parts first. Are these all gonna be? See, I have a cup here. I think I'll put the parts just in. Oh, there's another comment. Some bolts have big wood threads and small nut threads. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any nuts to work with. It's all going to be inside of things. They don't have, like, a bolt can go through and the nut can screw on the end. There's nothing like that on these sides. All right, so, oh, you know what? Okay. I think I'm seeing, let's see, maybe there's a picture of these too. They do have the tools. It's a screwdriver, a wrench, and a 2mm Allen wrench. Okay. I'm starting to get the picture because, oh, now see, they have all the pieces, all these little pieces like this. Where's the camera? Pictured and like LMNOP are the different ones now. Okay, that's wild because there's nowhere that they list the names of LMNOP. Okay. Hey, fun. Like I said, these always come built when I've used them before. Now maybe the instructions give me the which of those letters. Yeah, figure 1L. And I think this is L that's in my hand. A lot of back and forth on this. There's 10 of them. 2, 4, 6. Why 10? Okay, interesting. All right. Yep. Oh, it says there's supposed to be 4 of these, so we'll be finding out. And that one is actually T. So they're referencing them in, like when they say figure 3 kind of thing, they'll go figure 1, comma, and they'll give the letter. So that's where I know to use which type of hardware. And this one's L. And that's what they're saying in this. So I think I'm going to have to screw this in. And then, oh wait, no. No. Huh. I'm going to screw in the base, I think. Because I do have bolts there. Yes. Can you hear it? It's sort of metallic-y. But then, oh. All right, I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, so the top part is sort of a cup. Oh, no. Well, it does have a Phillips head. But it's going to go, so this end with the threads is going to go into the base. The threads will go into the base. And I'm sure Cliff has done this. Cliff, have you built a telescope from scratch, or do you get them all built? Oh, let's see. I see some comments. I think we saw this one. Some bolts have big wood threads and small nut threads. Usually you have to screw special screws to the base, and then large worm screws go into the holes, then turn to lock. And I see that here. I see these things. And I think that's what you're talking about, because this will go over that. It's very hard to show you. I'm sorry. So that's got kind of a cup on the top and the threads on the bottom. And I think when it goes in, it will be, you'll see part of it in this hole. And that's where this other thing comes in and then locks, just like you say. So I will need some screwdrivers. All right. And I better find that piece I lost, because I bet I need all of them. Yes. Of course, it's about as far away as it can get. I was wondering if this is going to need, at some point, a very speeded up version. Oh, there's some thick slotted discs that fit the big holes. I think that's what this is. I think that's what this is. So it's got a Phillips head here, and it's got sort of corkscrew space, and it's got sort of a slot to put the other piece in. All right. The disc goes in first. Okay. Okay, yeah, the worm lock screw, that's a worm lock screw? Okay. I did not know that's what that was called, but I can understand what you're saying to me. So I think they want you to do the sides first. You know, where the bearings are going to be. Oh. And then the back. Or maybe the front. Okay, so this doesn't have that entry. So this is this bar that's going to be in the front. It doesn't have the like entry part like the sides and the bottom seem to. So now I'm confused because that's got the same sort of hole as the worm. What'd you call it? You want to finish by now? Okay, but you're not demonstrating it live for the world on YouTube, are you? I never knew that's what they were called. Just that the Swedes love them. Look at the ends of that bar. Yeah, oh, so maybe, okay, so you're thinking they go there. Okay, so they go, okay, that way. That way, sorry. So it's going to be there. Okay, that makes sense. But I thought those would go to, like, to put the sides and the front together. The sides and the back together. All right. Yes. Yes, to what? You would finish by now. Also, I'm taking comments from the peanut gallery, dude. Favorite things in IKEA? Which ones? Not the meatballs? Oh, the sweet. Okay. Which the worm screw is your favorite thing? IKEA? Okay. I bet they built a lot of stuff with that. All right, so let's see. Side press on the floor, screw threader bolts L into the small drill holes of both side parts. All right, I can do that. But I don't have much floor to share with you. And I don't think I absolutely have to have that. Well, they say, yeah, that. Screw the threader bolts into the small drill holes of both side parts. Yeah, I don't like that. It seems like, to me, you're going to want these in the base first. Because they screw. They screw. All right? And I have a Phillips head screwdriver to finish them in, to get them tight. Quick fasteners. See, I got to figure out what all these things are called. I had no idea because I was gonna unbox it for you too. So, yeah, I found that. Oops. Hello. Look at the end. IKEA loves those worms. I did not know that. I've only built a couple of things from IKEA, and they were regular screws. They didn't have these fancy worm screws thing. And when I think of worm screw, I think of something else, actually. Oh. And of course, Cliff, you've probably built more than one telescope either. This is my first. So I think when it's your first, you go slower, right? At least it's some things. All right, I'm not clear on this because okay, maybe it's the side. Okay, put the small drill holes of both side parts. Maybe they mean here, right? Yeah. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, I think I got it. Because I think what's going to happen once you get these things in, that's what's going to help you. Oh, there's just 3. That's what's going to help you keep it steady with the back, the sides and the back. All right, I think I'm getting it now. The small drill holes of both side parts. Figure 1, C and D. That's figure 1. I see figure 3. Oh my god. Figure 1. All right, it's the whole. No, it's not. Oh my goodness. I think I might do better just looking at the parts and figuring it out. Oh, hey Dawn, welcome. Just dropped in. What telescope are you building? This is an 8-inch Dobsonian, and it's Explore Scientific. Explore First Light, Explore Scientific, something like that. It was a really good deal from the local shop, and so I'm trying to build it from scratch, which I've never done. Like, a manufactured thing. If I had like wood and screws, I could probably figure out. Yeah, it says show. Yeah, screw the pegs in first. Okay, like for the sides on this side, not like the bottom. That's what I think. That's what I think I'm doing. All right, so yeah, I unboxed this, Dawn, so I'm trying to learn on the fly how to actually build it. Just going. So there's 3. Oops, 3. And I think I better go get a screwdriver. Jeff has a bunch over here. The last one. Probably the one I need, right? So hopefully, and Jeff did say I could borrow these, I will have a Phillips head screwdriver that will fit. Yep, that looks like one right there. It will fit. All right, Cliff, what do you think? Getting this in over here? Might be in as deep as it goes. All right, and I see another. I have a lot of experience using those parts to build desks. I can come help if you want it to look like a desk. Exactly the same, Jeff. Well, Jeff, we got a small strategic problem with that because I have the car here. So, yes. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna put these in and then see if the screwdriver won't get them any deeper. Not that deep. All right, one more for the side. This side. I'll have to do the other side. This might just be the start. I may have to come back and do this to finish it tomorrow. All right, one side, pegs on. And I think this is part of what will keep the front and the back together, right? That makes sense to me. Let's see if I can put that there. Do I have another You need a bigger Phillips screwdriver. There's a big one in the orange tool chest. Thank you, Jeff. I don't think so yet. Maybe for the worm screw. All right. So the other side. Can I tell if it's the left side or the right side yet? I cannot. Let's see, front, back. It might be. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep going here. Forging ahead. Yeah, some of these instructions that you get for things are just terrible. I don't know if you've noticed that. You're like, what? Oh, even for like crafts. Dawn and I do craft stuff. And I mean like, beads and thread and wires, that kind of craft stuff. And darn it, the same problem exists. There's sometimes a few tools in the box. I didn't see any in this particular box, Cliff. I was kind of hoping, but no. No tools came with this box. But boy, am I learning a lot because, yeah, my first telescope. How many more should I build, Cliff? To the rescue? Yeah, he's at home. I drove in. We've got one car, so. kind of on my own. Okay, this one's got a funny head for the Phillips head screwdriver. All right, I think that's it. One more on the side. And I think they want us to do the back. So 2 quick fasteners. Oh, they're letter M. Into the large drill holes of both side parts at the end of the bridge. I guess they're calling this the bridge. But I don't know for sure. Let's look. E. Yes, the bridge, E. 4 quick fasteners into the drill holes of the front part. And what are the quick fasteners? Oh, wait, did they say? F. F. Okay. No, F is the side. Or, no, the back. Yay. They made this unnecessarily complicated. Okay, more comments. Build lots of telescopes. California can use the rain. You know, I sat there earlier going, hey, Jeff, if we need rain, we should just get a telescope. Make sure you tighten them very tightly. Very tightly. Okay, they're not really going tighter than I'm making them. But thank you for the heads up on that. I appreciate it. Because you never know. Sometimes you need it to be like a little looser so things will fit. I've noticed that, but very tightly. Good to know. All right. I don't want to damage the threads either, Cliff. So, and I don't want to strip out the Phillips head part either. I don't know what you call that. There's a lot of things I know. I just don't know what it's called. So, yeah, feel free to... Oh, that one's going more. Good. Okay. All right, the 2 sides have another comment. There will be a list of requirements in the front of the instruction. Yeah, but there kind of isn't. More screws need to be flushed. Yep. Rubber mallet. Okay. Wait. Thank you. I'll put on the hammer it. All right. I'm gonna go check the other one too to make sure these are tight. And Dawn, have you ever built a telescope from scratch like this? I know you built a 6-inch and was it 20-inch, 12-inch? The one you did when you and I went to the class. I bought a 6-inch f8 mirror for a telescope. I have yet to build a telescope around it. And I'm not really sure where the mirror is right now because I have moved several times. Okay, I'm caught up on the comments. Check these again. Yep, that's as tight as it's going, Cliff. Should I really force it? I don't want to force it. But, yeah, that's pretty tight. You know, as tight as I can make it. And I don't have, you know, incredible strength. I mean, like, and this blew me away because I didn't realize that women and men are so vastly different that, like, a guy can deadlift and bench press and stuff twice what a woman can. 2 times. You know, I knew it was more, but I didn't think it was twice as much. That just really surprised me. Okay, so we have our 2 sides. We have our pegs in. And I'm pretty sure the back's going to go towards me, and the front is going to go towards the camera. You won't strip the threads. Okay. Oh, let's see. Cliff says you won't strip the threads. And yeah, I remember. Oh, it was a 12-inch. Okay. I just. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how that went either. And I never did build my 6-inch f8. I have the mirror around. It's not even aluminized. Did you get your mirror aluminized, Dawn? Pretty sure you did. I kind of wanted to do, what do they call it? When you go out with no luminization on it. Shoot, I forget. Okay. I think we're going to be dealing with the back next. That's what makes sense to me. And this print is very small. Thank you very much. Quick fasteners. M into the large drills of both sides of the bridge. So I think this is the bridge. Bridge. E. Yes. Insert 2 quick fasteners into the large drill holes of both side parts and the bridge. Oh, it's the side parts and the bridge. So see, they're calling this something different, Cliff. We used to sew, yes. Yeah, I know. And didn't we go to, there was a fellow from the club. We went to his house and did a bunch of stuff. Because he had a whole, wood shop in his basement or something. All right, so let's see. Quick fasteners. M. Yeah, okay, they're calling these worm things quick fasteners, Cliff. The worm screws, they're calling those quick fasteners. I don't know how to get this. Will it help to hold it up to the camera? So there's sort of the worm part in the middle there. It's got a Phillips head, and it's got a slot for that other piece. All right, so let's see. Screw the threaded bolts. Whoops, yep. So I did that. So 2 quick fasteners into the large drill holes of both side parts and the bridge. All right, side parts again. But see, don't you have to have them in the specific way? Ah, boy. I just love instructions. Yeah, Jeff. Is Jeff still here? These go way, way in. Oh, let's see. You had the both of them? Yeah, I've heard a lot of places have gone out of business. You sent both mirrors at once, the 6 and the 12, to get them aluminized? Wow. Screws have to be firm or it will wobble. Can I take it apart to fix that if I do it wrong, Cliff? I'm kind of, and this has, it's cool. It's got on the worm screw thing. They call it something else. Quick fastener. It has an arrow to show you how to lock it up. Yeah, see, they say put them in now, but, well, I guess it's to set it up for when you put it in the base. And they go way, way, way in. They go way in. So there's no flush. Jeff was talking about making flush. These are in. These are way in. Can you see that? I don't know. Can't tell. Yep, there we go. They're way in, like maybe an eighth of an inch in. So they're deeper. All right, so hopefully that's set up right, because I think that's what's going to go on the base. All right. So these are the worm screw things going into more of the big. They don't actually talk about an orientation, but it has an arrow. It has 2 arrows. One's kind of curved and one's kind of pointy. It points in one direction. And I'm actually putting them in the direction of allowing them to accept this other piece whenever it's time. This piece. I think it'll go on top of that. All right, let's see. Do we have... Oh, you did them both separately. Oh, for solar observing. Certainly for the moon, right? Wow, solar observing? You can use an unilluminized mirror for solar observe? My goodness. That'd be wild. It still seems really bright. But what did I want to do? I wanted to... Shoot, I remember what it was years ago. When was that, Dawn? Was that God, are we talking decades now? More than one? Shit. I know it was a while ago. All right, so the bridge, that's what they're calling this piece, also gets those 2 worm screw things, Cliff was calling them. But they call them something different here. I think it needs to go towards the end on this one. So the pointer towards the end. It's so interesting having sort of a knack for this stuff, because you can kind of figure out what they're not telling you. And they sure didn't tell me that. Uh-oh. That one doesn't want to go in. It's very tight. Okay, it's in there now. All right. So bridge is done. Sides are done. Oh, okay. Then they say, finally, note, Make sure that the opening at the bottom of the quick fasteners, that's what it is called, quick fasteners, the worm screw thing. 1990? Oh, wow, 1990? Was it that long ago? Whew. Make sure that the opening at the bottom of quick fasteners is pointed to the drill hole on the edge. An arrow at the notch for the Phillips head is showing the right direction. I noticed that before I read it, but they didn't say it like within the instructions. You got a new computer! Oh, wow! But you had a Windows 11 before, didn't you, Dawn? All right, so step 4. Set up the left side. Yeah. All right, so that's what they're calling the left side. It's got the 3 anyway. I see the picture. I know what I'm doing. Maybe. Oh, all right. See, Cliff, this is why it's taking me so long. Slot the panels in first. Then put the large worm screws in. Then turn and lock. I don't think they'll go in. Well, maybe they will. But I don't think it's too crucial because they're going to be there. They're going to be there when I go to lock them. Cool. I think it's going to work. So Dawn, tell us about your computer. All right. Bridge. Ooh, threaded bolts. Yep. Okay. So on the bottom of the sides, we have this side has 2 and this side just 1. So that's where the bridge is going to go, where the 1 is. So this must be the right side. And the other one must be the left side because the 1 peg is in the front. So left, right. Okay, in my left and right hands, actually. And the bridge is here. So I'm going to want the nice side facing out, clearly. Okay, so yep, it went in. So I know that I put the worm screw thing in correctly. And now I can lock it. I think I'm going to go here. Sorry, I'm out of the camera. But this means I can put the side down and put this on and get the screwdriver going. And it's a clockwise turn. And it stops when it's locked. That is what I see. All right, so I have a feeling, because there's too much of a gap right here. And it's very wobbly. I think it should be closer. I think I am going to have to try and get those in farther, Cliff. The initial, what do they call this? Mm-hmm. The threaded bolts. Had to upgrade. I got an update yesterday on my Windows 10 machine. Yep. Jeff does a Zoom. You're welcome to join us. He can talk about all that stuff and cybersecurity and everything. I never saw that worm screw fitting before. Oh, the fitting itself? The thing I put into the hole? Yeah, I've seen stuff like this. But my concern is that it's not flush to the thing. It's sort of wobbling around. And I think Cliff's right. I do not want it to wobble. So, and there's a lot of the screw left on this particular piece of hardware. There's a lot of screw above the side, if that makes sense. So let's see if I can screw it in a little bit harder. Yep, that's going a little bit farther, but not much. All right, that's weird. I would have, you can't see them then. Okay. This is funny. So I got a little bit bigger Phillips head screwdriver. The other one was pretty tiny. And I don't want to kill those. See, I'm not sure it's going to be tight enough still. Okay, there. I got it screwed in some more. Yep, got to go over here. I can't really build these things on the floor anymore. But a nice workbench would be good. All right, that's closer, but I've still got too much gap and too much wobble. It's tighter here, but I don't like it. Now, could I put a shim in there? Now, Cliff, if you don't know what the word shim is, it would be something that goes in there. It's an extra piece, and it might even have an angle to it. I'm just saying you might use a different word than we do here in the United States. Your word in Australia could be, shrimp on the Barbie kind of thing. All right, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. It's not really fitting flush. Let me try the right side. It's going to be, right? Oh, I could do this way. All right, let's try it this way. Nope, that side's really loose too. Not liking that. But the nice thing is I think I can undo. Yeah, no, it stops. It's, oh, sorry. Let's show this. Cliff asked, can you turn the worm screw? Oh, come on, show. Can you turn the worm screw more? No, it's, at one point it stops. It just stops. There's an edge to it. It's kind of has a curve to accommodate that other piece, the threaded bolts. But it doesn't go farther. It doesn't go round and round. But that would be a good solution. See if I can show you. So here is where it stops. See that sort of arc there, that horseshoe shape? It's open on this side and then it stops on the side. It doesn't go around and around and around like a regular screw, kind of. Oh, here's a good question. Okay, make sure some of these are longer than others. Some of the locking, the threaded bolts. Well, they don't seem to be when you look at the list. They say there's 10. They don't show like 2 different kinds. And but I will look. I will look through the batch of hardware here. So yeah, so far, same size. Whoops. But I think that would be a good solution. Or shorter. Because remember, I have a gap. I want it to get closer. If they were shorter, that would be helpful. So far, they're all the same size, Cliff. I love this. I'm getting advice on building my telescope from across the world. What a world we live in, huh? That we can do that. That I can get my friend Cliff in Australia to give me advice. Yeah, so far they're all the same. And I'm going to count them because I think there's just going to be whatever's left over from. Yeah, they're all the same size, Cliff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left. How do I have 8 left when they said 10? All right, we got a discrepancy here. 10 times that. And just looking at the pictures, there's nothing else that looks like those. So what did I say? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14. Does that mean I have extras? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Extras would be helpful, and they make sense because, I mean, how do you go to the hardware store and ask for one of those? I guess you take one. But, yeah, no, I can't turn it more. They're all the same size. And I would want this shorter. In fact, that's what I'm trying to do when I screw it in, is to make it shorter. So, yeah. Oh, heck, I found another one. There's 15. I have 15 of those, what they said I have 10 of. All right. Nope, that's all the same thing. Oh my goodness. Then there's this like washer looking thing. I don't have any washers in this. Well, the other thing I could do is see if there's any other hardware anywhere. Okay, there's some, these knobs. They came separate, but they're clearly not a washer. It's a puzzle. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that beautiful knob. And I don't know why there's 4. Oh, yeah, see, I only have 2 other. I must be missing parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different kinds of things, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, another one. The box is empty. Oh, wait, there's this thing. But I thought these were, like, this stuff was after your build, after the build. See, like, this is the tray. This is the tray for the eyepieces. Oh, we got another comment. Thank you, Dawn. I was at Girl Scouts Take Flight event today. Ooh, I had a snap circuit board. Yes, demo and helped the girls set up music and fans. I love the snap circuit boards. I happened upon, well, I got one for free for helping a group of girls learning. So that was cool. And then I found one in a thrift store for, gosh, so cheap. And those things are not cheap. So I bought a second one. And they have different projects. Now, I don't know what, when you get 2 different sets, if you can actually, work them together to build something new. And it's kind of like Lego. Instructions really help, but having sort of like imagination can, I think, take you further. So, yeah. I have a feeling, I've been at this for an hour, I have a feeling that what I'm going to have to do is look at my instructions better and come back and finish this build at another time. I'm kind of sad about that, but I'm a little bit okay because I feel like this is getting long and might be a little boring for you, although the conversation is terrific. I appreciate that. So I think maybe I'll take this instruction book home and do some learning and reading and thinking, but there's not as many parts as they say. That is very annoying. And they look like things like washers and rivets and, okay, I got one kind of screw, but no bolts. It says there's one bolt. I see no bolt. I got the 4 knobs. That's cool. And I don't know what U is. They have a U, the letter U. I have no idea what it is. And I guess if I got to the point at which I can say, where it goes, when they say how to do it, where it goes, then I can go, oh, okay. It might not be part of the hardware kit. That's the thing. It might be part of this stuff, like this. This kind of looks like, not the letter U, but yes, the letter U. This kind of looks like the letter U thing, but it's kind of with the hardware. And it looks really small. This has got threading on the outside of this, threading of the outside of this end and the inside of that end. So it's something with the eyepiece, I think, or the something. But the main thing I wanted to do was check to see if all the pieces were here. And also to check that mirror. Because if the mirror was damaged, I don't want to wait too long to talk to the people I bought it from and go, hey, that mirror came damaged and I would like a replacement. So we've accomplished several things here. Oh, okay, that's a good point. Um, oh, I missed one before. Sure, leave all the parts spread all over my office. I will not leave them all over the office, but there will be some somewhere. And then some parts might be in the pre-built base. That's possible. That's possible. Jeff will give you pointers on what to do. Right. Because honestly, I'm maybe more mechanically inclined. He's got the computer genius with all the experience, and but I usually kind of fix the things around when something needs to be fixed. It's partly motivation and partly I've got the knack. I really do see how things go. But yeah, I don't think that this one that's labeled U is part of the base. But yeah, the R might be, the S might be, maybe the O, the N. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Jeff. I think some of the parts may be in the base that came pre-built. You're right. You make a good point. Okay, so, all right, so folks, the girls could choose from 4 different circuit projects. We have many tables filled with activities. Yay! That's really fun, and it's so weird because all kinds of electronics now are super tiny. They're like flush to the board. I saw into a laptop the other day that Jeff had open, and I was like, oh my God. It's very small. The parts are very, very, the components now are very small. They're what do they call it? Flush. Anyway, it's flush to the board almost. And some of those circuits are like in this teeny tiny little black chip now, like tons of circuits, but it's the same stuff, only very small. So I think the concepts are good. I think it's good to know that stuff. I don't know how practical it's going to be in the future to have, that discrete of a component, Dawn, because they're just way smaller now. I mean, super small. All right. Yes, I think I'm going to do some more looking at this because I'm sitting here reading stuff, and I don't want to make you wade through that. I should probably know a little more. But I did want to unbox, stuff, look at things, make sure I had all the parts today. And I thought it might be fun to go live. Flush mount. Yeah, these are deeper in. These are not flush. They're in. They're innies, like your belly button. They appear in, not flush. So yes, and I think that's just as good. Sometimes maybe even a little bit better, so that things don't like push out. Jeff will tell you a funny story about a guy who came to he came to Southern California and he brought eucalyptus with him because he wanted to build boats. Unfortunately, the eucalyptus kept pushing out the hardware, so they're not really good for boats. All right, folks, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. I will try to figure out some more things, figure out if the parts are in fact in the base. I think Jeff's right. They probably went in the base. And see that I have everything, because this is not as comprehensive as I was thinking it would be. I thought I'd have an actual parts list, like just a list. And these instructions, I think it would be really good to read them and then go working on it. Like, I don't know if you ever do a recipe. I'll read the recipe a couple of times, then start working on it. And I'm still reading it all the way through several more times as I'm cooking, so that I don't forget an ingredient, because sometimes those ingredients are crucial. Oh, it's okay. I see. Flush mount components on a circuit board. Thank you. Is that what it is? Flush mount? Yeah, they're really small. As always, it's very fun to be with you folks here. Thanks for coming. Dawn and Cliff and Scott was here and Jeff was here, and all the suggestions and ideas. I really, really appreciate that. Oh, I actually have an outro for this. It's still raining here in Southern California. I was hoping to take the scope out for first light by looking at Saturn and Jupiter in the evening, and I have a definition for first light. For a telescope, it's the first time it is aimed at the night sky to take an image of celestial objects. So that's pictures, right? I thought it would be like just looking. And we talked about first light in regards to the Vera Rubin telescope, if you recall. Is a major milestone for a new telescope. And I actually have an adapter for my phone. So maybe I'll get my first light picture and I'll post it on Facebook, that kind of thing. Marking the moment its full performance is checked and the years of work are put to the test. While the telescope may have been tested and aligned in the lab, first light is the first practical real-world use with a celestial target. If I get a chance, I'll let you know when I take the new telescope out and do some observing. First light for a new scope is probably a good time to get some good pictures and videos. Yep. Like just using it. Stay tuned and join us on Fridays at 9 p.m. Pacific time for a regularly scheduled episode of the Everyday Spacer Show. Thanks for watching. You know what building a new 8-inch Dobsonian telescope is like. And honestly, it's going to take a couple more goes, I think. The image is captured by your eye. Very good point. Thank you so much, Cliff. I really appreciate it. I really didn't want to make a big fanfare, but I let a couple people know, and gosh, I just thought it'd be fun I wanted to finish. Darn it. So, and it's a little earlier for Dawn. That's good. I think it's, what is it, Sunday morning for you, Cliff? Sunday midday now? Something like that? Something. So, yeah, folks, maybe it'll be tomorrow. I don't know for sure. But I do have stuff around. I'll do some reading and figuring out. And maybe this will be done soon. Of course, there's still rain. So, I don't know when I'll be able to take out the scope and actually use it. Alrighty, folks. Have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.